Well, guys, welcome back to the ScreenTalk YouTube channel. Obviously, you guys have read the title, you know what it is, you know what we're coming to do. This is the Spider-Verse review. And obviously, I'm here with the guys, Adz, Timi, and for his debut. Welcome, Chris.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome, Chris. Chris, do you want to, just before we get into it, a short little intro, what do you do for ScreenTalk?
Well, I'm just a video editor for ScreenTalk, basically mainly the Versus channel. I do feel the TikTok videos as well, so I've done the Timi takes for the Sonic video as well, so yeah.
Yeah, like it was a start, like Spider-Verse. I've seen it once. How many times have you guys seen it?
Twice. I'm going for my
Twice.
first this weekend.
You man are real fans.
Oh no, I'm a fan. Bro.
Love
I need to watch it. I'm probably gonna rewatch it this week.
I'm a fan, man. In fact, you know what? Let me get things started. Yeah, you see that? See this film? Yeah. They cooked. Do you know what I find crazy though? I find it's really insane how the first film like only went like positive, like over by 200 million. I think this final box office run was like 360 something, if I'm correct. This film should obviously be on track to make way more, because obviously the first movie was spectacular. So this second film is everything you would want in a sequel and more. I can't praise this movie enough, because like apart from like I guess a few minor issues I had with it, practically a flawless film. I loved it from start to finish. I loved how they focused on character development, really got all of that out of the way before they started to get into the nitty gritty with like all the Spider-Verse, like the society, all of that stuff. Like they really broke everything down and made it really easy for everyone to understand like canon events and, you know, how the web of life and destiny works, all of this and all of that. But yeah, man, they were cooking something serious with this film, man. And the soundtrack. Yeah. I can't praise it enough. I can't praise it enough. Oh no, they both cooked, man. But that's someone else take over, because I'll be here all day.
Soundtracks, they cooked. Metro Boomin, Daniel Pemberton did their thing. The whole film from start to finish, hooked. I was hooked in from minute one to the end, locked in. Words can't describe the feelings that I was feeling in that cinema. I was talking to guys that I never knew, like they were best friends. But I'm like, I don't know you, but Spider-Man. Miles, man.
He's him.
I don't know where it's going in the third film, but he's going to break the canon, I hope, and he's going to cook. He's going to cook, because the emotion throughout the film. Also, shout out to Gwen, her story arc in that film, top tier. Basically co-leads with Miles, cooked. Her story, emotional, felt every beat that they needed to do. And now her canon event is probably changed now, and I'm proud. Happy family.
This film was just too fire. I love it. Like I said, I watched it 2 times. They surpassed the animation from the first film. I thought they couldn't get better than the animation from the first film, but they done even better in the second film, which is insane. Only they can top the animation from their previous film, so that is sick. Every frame could have been an art in a museum. That's how amazing it was. I love the different art styles as well in the film. Like what's it called? Adz said, with Gwen's scenes where if there was an emotional scene, the background would be like it would be like I don't know how to describe it. Like paint will be dripping down to show watercolors. That's it. Yeah, like to show that this is an emotional scene. It was beautiful. Like there was one scene when she hugged her dad, Gwen's dad. Her dad, and then like the colors became all vibrant and bright, I loved the way that looked. I love the different art styles. I loved when Vulture came in for the first like 15 minutes. It was kind of like a Leonardo da Vinci type of color, brown and black color, which was so sick. It worked with Gwen, and then obviously what's his name? Spider-Man 2099 came as well when they were fighting, which just looked so sick. I also loved the Spot as a villain. I thought it would be like a minor villain, but he became menacing during the film. I was like, oh, like he was so funny at the start, and he just became such a his art design, his just character design was amazing, and near the end of the film, it was so sick. He just became so menacing, and I loved how because I remember him from this Spider-Man 90 show. I forgot what it's called, the animated Spider-Man show. I think that's what it's called.
Spider-Man animated series.
Yeah, the series. Yeah. I remember him in that show, and I was just like I was like, when I heard he was going to be the villain, I was like, he's going to be that good. I don't know.
He's like a C-tier hero, and
Yeah.
now he's A+. He's
Exactly.
He's about to
Yeah.
Bro,
mess up the
bro's
whole
about to get
multiverse.
multiple comic runs. He's about to... bro's gonna appear everywhere.
His PR
now,
team's
bro.
going crazy right now. His PR team's going
Hey.
crazy.
Insane. And I loved how because it's animation, they can really express themselves with how the spots spot black holes, how he was able to use them in the fight. You know, his arm comes out another hole and punches Miles and stuff like that. I just loved how that worked. When they at the start when he's trying to steal the machine, the money machine, and he's like it comes out of the streets from behind him, which was really funny. I loved each verse, but I loved how each version of Spider-Man had their own humor too. So when obviously Gwen came, and then 2099 came, and then obviously the pregnant Spider lady as well, they all had their own humor. You see all the other Spider-Mans in the the Spider Society. You know, I liked Scarlet. I think Scarlet Spider-Man. The way he literally just, I think, yeah, I like how he just, he's literally just always serious. Everything he says, everything he does, he has to say it through his mouth, which is pretty funny. I just love the film. There's so much to talk about. I think that my favorite bit in the film as well was probably when the chase sequence, of course, was insane. It was amazing. I heard it took 4 years to complete that chase sequence alone, which is
really
mad.
crazy when you think about it.
Not even
because it must have
surprised.
started immediately after Into the Spider-Verse
Yeah.
came out. That's insane.
It's insane.
Very dope.
So, yeah. I just can't wait for the next one, honestly.
Wow,
Can't wait
man.
for the
What a start. What a start. You guys. So, but just before I get into mine, how would you man rate it out of 10?
It's a 9.
Out of 10.
It's a 9.
Ooh,
It's
as an
9 for
objective
me.
observer with no skin in the game, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
On his debut.
Ten out of 10.
You're gold.
10 out of
He
10.
gave out a 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on his debut.
I love it.
This
I love it.
statement
Okay, well,
increase. Oh,
I'll be honest, I love the film as well. I was someone who I didn't really love Into the Spider-Verse as much as everyone else. I thought it was still a really, really good film, but it wasn't beating a lot of the classics for me. I really, really like this film. I feel like this film does everything better than ITSV. I was able to get into the story better. The animation is obviously live. Just the relationships. When Miles was going through all the disappointment, a heartbreak, I was really feeling it. I was really F these guys, these guys are really this is a lot of things that they did was really unforgivable if I'm really deep in it, and bro, PR and Gwen, they're ops. I'm sorry, I don't care about the team up there. Them are ops. I'm sorry, I don't like them. But yeah, I was really able to get into it. I really liked Miles as a lead character in this as well. I really like the film. I like the storyline because you could understand from both perspectives. I feel like the only thing that Miguel was really doing wrong was really just his approach. But obviously, he has seen the whole universe actually fade away if I actually look at his motivations. Oh my days. Sorry, guys. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning.
Almost 10 minutes in, please.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Someone can get a spoiler in 10 minutes into the video.
Obviously, spoilers.
It'll be in the time. It'll be in the
It'll be
time.
the time. Come
It'll be
on,
the time.
you might be for real. Be for
It'll be
real.
the time.
But yeah, so yeah, and I really liked where Miles was coming from. I liked how it played on his insecurities from the first film of not being sure if he was even meant to be Spider-Man. And yeah, this time he was really able to just power past it. I don't really care about that. I kind of just want to save my dad right now. He didn't really let that insecurity take over him because he's I'm going to do things my own way. I am Spider-Man. I'm just going to, I don't care if I'm an anomaly. I'm not just going to sit down and take this. Oh my days, Spider-Punk. He's taken over the whole internet. Spider-Punk has taken over the whole internet. His animation. When he was first introduced, I was thinking, what kind of... He's just going to be like a character that's used to make Miles jealous. Probably just some side character, maybe say a couple cool lines. But I really like Daniel Kaluuya's delivery. Obviously, we're from London. Daniel Kaluuya's like, it was proper laid back. Like, I could proper relate to it. And I found his lines like really funny. I really liked his character. I would actually like to see a lot more of his character. Again, he's probably someone that's going to get better like comic inclusions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Might be in other media because like the attention of his characters has just gone way up. And yeah, I really liked Gwen. Gwen's storyline was dope. Her scenes were dope. When she was saving the helicopter, I was like, oh, hey, this is cinema.
Cold scene. That's a cold
Fire.
scene.
When- I was like,
Fire.
this is cinema.
Fire.
This is cinema.
The soundtrack as well in that whole sequence.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
No,
and
the
I really
opening
like seeing
scene-
her live. Opening scene was hard. The drum solo was hard. That got me straight into it. The drum solo got me straight into it.
Hooked. And then the
That
one
got
at
me
the
straight
end.
into it.
Hooked.
Yeah.
Listen.
let me
Yeah,
not talk about the
Oh yeah, then it faded back into the end. Oh yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
as a drummer myself, I need you to understand how insane that is to pull off, bro. They hit the nail on the head, bro. Oh, goodness
I was
me.
locked in.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, but I really like seeing her live in her universe, like as Spider-Woman, what it's like to obviously have like a police captain as your dad as well, and what made her want to just join this Spider Society, because obviously she just fell out with her dad. That I feel like that was a really, really good scene as well. And yeah, like really, really good. The animation, amazing. This is cinema. I'll be real. I say this film requires 2 watches, which is not a bad thing, because you really just need to go in there not caring about the story and just go for like appreciation of the animation, the music, all of that stuff. Like just go and see as an experience before, because obviously I was going into this film like caring about what's going to happen next and stuff like that, so I wasn't really paying attention to the background. But I thought that should be like a great second watch. Like I can't wait to do that. Yeah, like
I did my second watch in 4DX. They were fighting me, bro. I was getting like the seat was
you
like,
definitely went upside down. You definitely went upside down.
Bro, the chase sequence, serious.
And the chase sequence was
That's a monkey ride.
You're running from the Spider-Man films in
I
the
thought
4D,
I was
man.
in Fort Park, bro. I'm not even kidding. Hey,
But guys, I'll be real. When they did the meme, you know the meme, yeah? And he runs right after. I giggled in the cinema. No one was giggling. I giggled. No one giggled. I was thinking, hey, I'm such a nerd. Like, I can't believe I actually giggled and no one else giggled. Like, but yeah, that chasing was hard. I like the 60s Spider-Man, and he's just like this.
Oh yeah, he's just hanging.
Just in frame.
I just
Limited animation.
He's got limited movement. He's a 2-dimensional character living in a 3-dimensional world. He's too funny. The scene was hard. He said like, I'm going to do my own thing. Oh, that was hard. And then they did like a scene that mirrored like the jump off scene in the last film, where he jumped off something, he broke glass,
Yeah,
and
it was
like,
during
he
the
punched
train
Miguel.
scene.
Yeah, it was during the train
during the
scene.
train.
Yeah, and I found that so hard. Like that's when the emotional hit that was hitting me.
Miles is him, bro.
Yes, sir.
Miles, you know what?
I'm telling you.
You know what really did it for me? Yeah, when obviously he got transported into Earth 42 at the end, and he was talking to another version of his mum, and he was like to his mum, like, "I took your advice and I listened to what you said," and he was like, "I beat them all." And the way he stood,
That was sick.
him.
That bit was so sick.
Yeah,
I beat them
God.
all. Lord,
I beat them.
God.
That's hard.
But
Yeah,
bro,
actually, but he did it. He actually outsmarted them. He
I
actually
can't
outsmarted
lie.
them.
His Afro genes blossomed. Like this guy outpaced all the Spider-Mans. Nah, he's sick.
He's gone.
He's hard.
Bro's
look-
barely got any skin in the game, bro. He's
Guys,
barely
when
any skin in
the-
Spider-Man there for time.
What he's doing?
He's been Spider-Man there for time. Bro's a rookie in this game.
Bro,
He's
even when he was
outrunning
going back to
Spider-Man.
that universe, yeah, what he has to do was look and be like, don't press the button.
Nah,
Don't
you
press the
know
button.
what? You just activated wrist. I'll be real.
Don't
He
press
looked
the
at
button.
Spider. He
He
looked at
did.
Spider-Man like, alright, 1-on-1.
Stop.
Keep it, but then again, she must have known it was Earth 42. So
Oh, first.
yeah,
Maybe actually, yeah.
because
it's
it was
true.
on the screen. I don't know.
Does she know?
So
Yeah, but she teamed up with Gwen at the end, so I don't know. Like, I don't know if
maybe she doesn't know his home universe.
Maybe it was a crazy time. It was a crazy time. So
I'll be real, man. Like, because there's so much you can predict for like the next movie like to happen in it. But now I'm just thinking in my head like, what actually like does happen? Because once this is done, this is like the end of the trilogy. I don't know if they're gonna do like any spin-offs after this, but this is the next movie is literally.
People were asking if they were gonna do another trilogy after, which I doubt.
I doubt it.
The amount of effort that goes into this whole trilogy, unless that process gets easier. No, would you guys mind a TV show?
I would listen. I wouldn't mind a Spider-Punk TV show.
Hear me out.
I wouldn't mind.
Each episode is a different Spider-Man.
A different Spider-Man
With his own animation style.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
That's perfect.
I'll be there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
And then you know what you have to link it back to.
Perfect.
and do 3 seasons.
What you have to link it back to is the whole how they intro it with the comic panels.
I love that. I love that every time, man.
Yeah.
I love that every time.
Call it Spider Society. Call it Spider Society. Call it Spider Society.
TV show.
Every time I saw a different Spider-Man interacting with Miles, I wanted to know what the.
Give me one on
I wanted to know what the world was about.
Yeah.
They should
And
give me
get
an
Metro
episode
Boomin on
with
that theme song. Get Metro Boomin on that theme song.
Fire.
Everyone's there.
Bro, give me an episode with Spectacular Spider-Man. Let me see what he's been up to since the cancellation of the show, bro.
Nah, he's not.
He was in the film.
He's not.
I'll be real.
He's not.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man didn't get lines. My favorite did.
Look.
My favorite did.
I like the one. Oh look, there was a Spider-Man show where he went to a different Earth. I remember watching that one before. He goes to a different Earth and he has like a wingsuit.
Wingsuit?
Let me do my research.
Spider-Man Unlimited?
That one.
I swear down. It might be, I believe so. When he goes on a spaceship.
I don't know that one.
He sneaks on a spaceship. I like that Spider-Man still. Spectacular Spider-Man, he's up. I'm sorry to say he's weak. I'm sorry. He's weak.
Yeah,
the 3 Spider-Man we saw in No Way Home, they would not stand for this.
No,
they would not stand for this. They wouldn't stand for this.
They will
Spectacular
rebel.
Spider-Man, he's gone through a lot. So we gotta allow him.
Got
to allow him.
You know what?
He's easily manipulated. Because what? He's lost.
You know what? Yeah. So someone was like, because all these Spider-Mans, they're all Spider-Mans. Like they wouldn't, you know, they'll have to rebel. Like they will have to rebel at the end of the day. I think maybe Miguel is just maybe there's something. I think Miguel's hiding something because I don't know if this is his actual character. Like, you know, to be Spider-Man, you have to save everyone.
There's more to canon events.
Yeah.
I feel like
I don't think a Spider-Man would kill someone just so that everyone else could survive. I think he would want to save everyone. Like
it's easier to accept the truth once you've been all through your bad stuff. It's only because Miles hasn't gone through it yet. But all other Spider-Man, they've been through these kind of events, so they're also thinking, oh yeah, like I had to go through all these things to become Spider-Man. So you know, I do agree. But you know what I wanted to ask here? What is their job? Oh, just to like save the universe from infractions, basically.
Yeah, since
pretty much just to
because what happened with Into the Spider-Verse, it allowed there's like cracks in the multiverse, so
yeah.
I wonder who recruited Miguel to be the leader though. Like why him?
He was just the first one. Remember in the scene in the end credit scene of the ITSV? He was the first one, and he went to go but the animated one.
You're right.
Yeah, he was just the first one. Probably because he's futuristic.
We're gonna see Madam Web in that third film, yo. I can just feel it.
What scene? I'll be honest.
This is my prediction. This is my prediction. I feel like the whole Spider Society by Miguel gets locked off, and Madam Web takes over.
We haven't had no Madam Web on like the big screen or nothing. Like
I think Miles is gonna go search for her.
Maybe.
Miles might go search for her
because she could be like the one to change everything.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys notice that Donald Glover's Prowler, he had a British accent? Was that just me?
I did not notice that. No.
Did not notice that.
He felt like he had a British accent.
Did not notice that.
Donald Glover's not British.
You know what? That might be a reference to the fact that
we don't know which version of the Prowler this is.
True.
It might not even be from the MCU. It might just be a different one.
True.
It might just be an Easter egg.
No, but it might be an Easter egg to the fact that Hobie Brown, which is Spider-Punk,
because said
he was the name of the original Prowler. He was the name of the original Prowler. So it might be a reference to that, I guess.
He also said that Hobie was the one who brought him in there in the first place.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I like Hobie Brown, man. I like Spider-Punk.
Oh no, Daniel could. He cooks, man. I
like the palm seed. The palm seed was hard. Yeah.
I feel like everyone's like, it's a spectacle, like, seeing all these different Spider-Men on screen, it's all cool and that. But guys, I feel like we have to like give a special mention to the Spot, because I genuinely feel like
I liked him as a villain.
I genuinely
really liked
feel
him.
like he's gone from villain of the week to one of the most menacing guys you ever see, bro. Bro is outside Miles' yard, ready to M off his dad, bro. He's ready.
Not so bad.
The sports storyline was
him
dope.
the drop. He said,
Escalation was
"Listen,
dope.
this is what's gonna happen beyond the Spider-Verse."
Yeah.
Animation for him as
Bro
well.
gave him a
It's
clip. Bro
insane.
gave him a clip.
He manifested. The Spot manifested this. He manifested this.
Brother, there's one clip where
He manifested it.
dozens of Spider-Men are just dead.
Yeah.
Long day.
Yeah, that vision scene is mad, dude. That vision scene is mad. Like, it's unnerving.
And then the scene where they like, it was both Miles this side, the Spot the other side. It was nuts, man. I can't believe that. And then his theme as well. His theme is so menacing, bro. Like, I was shook, bro. That guy is a proper menace, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do in Beyond the Spider-Verse with that.
I don't know how you stop
multiple
him.
things to deal with in that film.
Why'd you stop it?
I don't know how you stop him, bro. I don't know how you stop him.
He's
How
too
can you
OP.
stop
Like
that guy?
even after the first interaction with Miles, after that he just became so strong. They didn't even get a good shot at him when they went to in the Indian Spider-Man universe. Like they couldn't even get a hit on him. Like he was just trolling these guys. Like
Yeah, said, I'm in my
so-
zone.
And when he snipped the web to get into the collider.
Yeah. I liked it. He got stronger. His story got better. He got darker. He got more menacing over the story. And that can be hard to do. There's so many people going in different directions in this film. It can get confusing. But I think it was confusing in a good way, perhaps, because obviously we as viewers probably underestimate the Spot. And then we're deep in wait, he's actually getting stronger. Wait, he actually got to the collider. Oh wait, he's actually gonna, go into being like a multiverse. Oh wait, he just dropped into one of his spots. What the hell is that about? That wasn't meant to happen. So yeah, I feel like the twists were really good in the film. Obviously, there's a lot of predictable things just because the movie's a movie, innit? It's a superhero movie. But the twists were really, really good. They're really, really well done. I feel like the movie surprised us in good ways. It wasn't just trying to be different for being different's sake. Like, there were actually really good story choices.
I think that my only complaint that I can think of right now is because I only watched the first teaser with Gwen and Miles when they're talking in the room, and then Miles goes into the universe, and then you see 2099, Spider-Man 2099 just pop out from a portal and he starts scrapping. I wish that was in the film. That's like I think that was like a show reel or just an animation for the trailer, but I wish that scene was in the film. But
Because
that's
Miles is even animated,
maybe
like in the way of like that universe, like his animation style like changed as well.
Yeah,
so that would have been really nice to see.
I think even his color scheme is different in that trailer too, compared to what we actually got.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was a little bit
Interesting. You see, my question now is, how Spider-Man 2 is coming out, How does Insomniac Peter Parker explain this one to his Miles?
They'll definitely have a reference. I think there's gonna be like a mission. Yeah, there's gonna be like a mission in the game where Peter's gone for like a week, and Miles gonna ask him, "Well, where were you?" And he's gonna be like hanging with a couple of friends or something like that. There has to be a reference because there's even a reference to the game in the movie, which is a mad thing.
Miles' roommate was playing it.
If you clock, there's two versions of Insomniac Spider-Man.
I did see that actually.
The only one I remember seeing is the one that had
there's one in the prison.
Yeah.
And then there's the other one who's like with the
whole
chase.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the.
So it depends on which version they wanna choose. I'm gonna assume it's the one who actually had lines, and he was and they called him a video game character. So.
Isn't it so insane they just have all these different animation styles just in one place? Like, I can understand why it takes so long to like pump out these films. But it's just like,
and it blended so well. Like they got the live action scenes in the film. It didn't feel jarring. It was just all like when in the scene with what's the name, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. Obviously, the cop died. It looked so well in the film. It didn't feel like it was out of place.
Literally, it didn't feel like. What's that film? Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Where it's like he was a cartoon. It didn't feel like that. It felt like they could actually. I feel like I could actually exist and walk around in that little universe, which was another you mentioned that was actually really, really cool. Yeah, but I do have a complaint though. Very, very minuscule. Very, 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 very minuscule. I do love the film, But I was even watching another YouTuber's videos. I'm not going to plug them because they're not paying us. But he kind of put it into better words for you. But he was more so like, do you feel like this film is a film, or do you feel like it's a half of a whole?
I know what video you saw.
you seen it. And you really know what I'm saying in the words. Do you like? I feel like in 5 years' time, I'm gonna rewatch this film, and I'm gonna be like, I need to watch Before the Spider-Verse as well, or I feel like it's all the excitement. And don't finish.
I think it depends on the sequel. But I do.
That's the thing. It does depend on the.
I rewatched it like already, and I wasn't thinking about.
Yeah, I'm hoping the rewatchability is up there because I hope, because it's like with Infinity War, I can watch Infinity War. I don't need to do anything. Oh, I don't have to watch any other MCU film besides. I don't want to watch Endgame. Please don't even threaten me with an Endgame watch.
Because what it is with Infinity War, we all know that that's a Thanos story, and we know that Thanos got his ending. We know that.
Yeah, but I count this more as a Gwen story, more than a Miles.
Gwen was in there a lot though. I think it's both.
I think it's both as well.
I think it's both because Miles didn't have a lot of time with his family. More than I was thinking. There was a lot of focus on Miles' family more than I was thinking.
I really loved the heartfelt scene with him and his dad when he's Spider-Man and they were just talking like about him. That was a really good scene. Funny scene, but it's a great scene as well. Exactly.
That line was so funny.
Yeah.
I love that one bit where it's like, oh, you rhyme me outside. It's like, what? Imagine that. I love the film, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I do feel like Miles might just like reveal that he's Spider-Man to both of his parents in the next movie.
I do think that's gonna happen.
I feel like he'll be in battle. I'm like he'll be in battle when his mask will come off or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably.
Don't do that. Look, guys.
Both of them die.
I thought the
both of that is crazy.
The most survives, but that dies.
The most survives.
Listen. The biggest pump fake is that the dad actually survives and then Rio dies. That's the biggest pump fake they could do.
Oh, that was insane.
This is my early prediction. I feel like I don't know how they're gonna do it. I feel like Earth 42 and 1610 combined Earths. That's my early prediction.
42. Oh, and the Prowler
the
ones.
Prowler Earth and Miles' Earth combined somehow.
But so does that not mean that one of the Miles has to die, bro?
Yeah.
Because surely you can't have two of the same character being.
I feel like Prowler Miles will.
I think someone will die.
Yeah.
I think someone will die.
I think multiple people.
Someone will die.
It's going to be huge casualties in the next.
There's going to be casualties in this film.
Because there was
one of them is going to be
any
Miles'
casualties in this
that's
one.
Inevitable.
So.
That's inevitable.
But I thought this film's point was like, he's just an anomaly, so the canon doesn't really work for him. So
that's what we're thinking. It might not be that though.
Because he might be the same.
I think one prediction I have,
it's not really canon. I feel like you have to go through it, but not in the way it's supposed to go. I feel like it's more of a
but what if
than an actual.
What if we get a twist and you actually can't escape canon events? What if that's the twist? You actually can't escape it.
Then
someone has to die.
Indian Spider-Man Earth is
and that real. Yeah.
Wait, I've just realized something. You know how like is it, so the way that they do canon events, yeah? Is it like because you know how regular canon works? Like based like I guess for example, I guess say Dragon Ball Z. You know, Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT, they're not like canon to like the same like storyline. One kind of branches off into its own kind of separate story, but one is like straight kind of story thing. Is basically, I guess you could say maybe 1610 is the actual canon. Maybe 42 is like another version of like 1610. Is that not how the canon is supposed to work?
That's how it works for in like the MCU. The MCU has like a main storyline, and then you prune off the side things.
I think with
interesting,
but it might not work like that though.
The canon events, I think it's trying to rectify itself. Since in 42, Miles was supposed to become Spider-Man, it didn't happen, but he still went through. Like
it's still bit of Miles. It's still bit of Miles.
It went through his events, but since he didn't become Spider-Man and didn't get the powers, it changed him differently.
Oh, so you're saying that they basically swap fates, basically.
I don't
Yeah,
believe.
basically
I
swap
don't.
it,
I don't
basically
believe that.
Because our Miles was never supposed to be Spider-Man. He was supposed to be a regular schmegular guy, bro.
Yeah,
Oh no! You know why they're different? Because in 42. There's no Peter Parker. There's no Spider-Man. Miles is meant to be the Spider-Man.
Yeah, sure.
At least this one had a Peter Parker beforehand.
Because he was meant to be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And go through.
Yeah, he was meant to be the Spider-Man.
he's already gone through.
So,
That's
is,
why,
is the canon for 1610 that there's not supposed to be two Spider-Men? Is that the canon? Because as soon as it bit Miles, that's when the original Peter Parker died. Now.
No, I think there always has to be one Spider-Man. So one dies, one will take over.
Universe.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They can't. So they can't. So in that. So
Because even in Miguel's universe,
That's why he's a non.
in Miguel's universe, there's a Peter Parker like 100 years ago, isn't it? In Miguel's universe.
Oh yeah, no, we saw that.
Isn't he a successor? Yeah, he's a successor in his universe,
Yeah.
isn't it? So yeah. He's a successor in it. So so when one passes the mantle, one has to take over. So yeah.
That's
But
very
yeah,
interesting.
canon events are a mad thing. Okay, cool. I have one question. So if with Infinity War, let's say if Endgame was bad, yeah, I wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have affected Infinity War. If Beyond the Spider-Verse is bad, does that affect Across the Spider-Verse?
Not for me.
No, not at all.
No, it's now that I've said that out loud, not really for me either.
Because that movie has already set the foundation, so now it's literally just up
Exactly.
to Beyond the Spider-Verse to do what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, just
I
the-
have
But what if it
complete-
flops?
I have
It's
complete
very
faith that they'll do
unlikely
their
that it
thing.
will, though.
I have complete
Yeah.
faith that they'll do their thing and they'll probably make it an even better movie than this one. But even if that does,
I think
flop,
it will match or
this
be
movie
better. It will have a
has
match or be
been-
better.
like, this movie has enough foundations to be like a solid movie on its own. I do fear though that as
Buzz.
maybe time goes on, the rewatchability might, I guess, slow down, and people might only go from like the second act to the third act and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like from the moment that things start getting interesting, that's when they probably skip. You know, they'll probably skip to you.
Yeah.
Because everyone
I
watches
just don't want
Endgame
it
for
to
the
be a
final
film
fight.
where you have to watch. That's the thing. I just hope it's not a film where you have to watch both.
No, I don't think.
If it's not a film where you have to watch both, then it'll be
don't think
fine.
it will be.
Then yeah, then it's fine then.
I think they can do it because Marvel movies have been doing it for years. My MCU films, you can literally watch any of them like without watching the ones prior. So
I haven't
I
watched
think
a
they could do
single
this for
four.
Spider-Verse.
I haven't watched four, the first one. I watched
Exactly.
Ragnarok, so
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. But MCU does benefit from having other movies where even characters can show up in and stuff like that, and that helps.
True.
And this is just literally a second film in one series, so it does have a lot. It does have a lot to handle, but I feel like it's unlikely to flop. It's unlikely to even be bad or mid. It's likely that it's going to be as good as Across the Spider-Verse or better, in my opinion.
If you haven't listened to the soundtrack, go and listen to the soundtrack because it's been on repeat for like.
Do it.
Also, Metro Boomin was a Spider-Man. Metro Boomin was a
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
He
Yeah,
was.
so
He was the person that said,
technically,
there's
that
nowhere to run, isn't it?
technically that means Metro Boomin is our Universal Spider-Man, and I don't know how to feel about that because I thought it was going to be me.
Or there's a universe out there where all of these like music producers, celebrities, they're all superheroes.
Yeah,
And Metro Boomin is that universe's Spider-Man.
That's chaotic. That's chaotic.
Kim
I don't
Kardashian is Wonder
I
Woman.
do not want to see that.
Kim Kardashian is Wonder Woman. Kanye is Batman.
Kanye is Batman. Okay, I'm hearing that actually.
Kanye is Batman. You want to hear that one though?
Yeah.
Finally, a black Batman. Thing to add just before we outro this video. Also, I watched a video. Someone was explaining that when we get to Prowler's Universe 42, yeah, if you look at all the background signs, a lot of Spider-Man's villains own companies. So it's like Electro's, electricity and stuff like that. And I feel like that's so cool. Obviously, a really, really cool touch. Yeah.
That's why I said
Yeah, that is
in the
it, that's
GC
it.
that I think Miles 42 is actually just an anti-hero.
Oh, you think? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not bad idea. That might be the little twist.
Fair enough.
But yeah, first. But okay, guys. We're coming up to the end of the video now. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share the video, follow us on our socials, join the community, check out the website, look out for the Discord that's coming very, very soon.
Come on.
Join our group chats, look at the joining link if you want to join ScreenTalk, all of that. And yeah, we're signing out. And don't forget, we love the Spider-Verse and keep ScreenTalking.
Peace.